Hi, welcome back to Strictly Business. I'm Nancy Carlson. Today we are at Peking Express at Tawny and Devon, and I'm talking with Cam. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Strictly Business.
Thank you.
So you're in the restaurant business.
Yes.
Yes, you are. How did you get into the restaurant business?
Well, our family's been in the business for the last 30 years. Parents started off working for others, and this is our third restaurant now. And they originally started with a takeout place in Schaumburg years ago, and then we had a dine-in place in Glendale Heights, and now we're here in Elk Grove.
Here in Elk Grove. How long have you been in Elk Grove?
Been here since February '98. So
okay, so 10 years.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long time.
This is the longest place we've ever been in one location, so we're excited.
So obviously this has been a good location for you.
It has. It has.
Good, good. And I suppose one of the reasons that it has been a good place for you is that we have the combination of residents and business people.
Yes.
So we have the people who come here and don't have a long time for lunch, but they can come here, get something quick, and go back to work, right?
Correct. The people here who live in Elk Grove and work here are very loyal to us, so we've been very thankful for that.
You've got a good following.
Yes, we do.
Well, good. So what are your hours here?
Monday through Friday, we're here 10:30 till 8 o'clock in the evening. On Saturdays, we're only here from 10:30 till about 1:30, and we're closed on Sundays.
So during the week, then you're kind of open for lunch and dinner.
Correct.
And on Saturday, just lunch.
Yes.
And I would imagine on Saturday it's more residents than business
Yes, it is.
people.
Correct.
Right. And of course, in addition to Elk Grove, you're right on the border of Itasca and Wooddale, so you probably get some people from
We do. We
there
get
as
some of the businesses from from Wooddale and Itasca, and even a couple on the border of Arlington Heights that come down too.
Good, good. Well, what are your specialty dishes here? What are you known for?
Most popular is our Mongolian beef. It's a homemade sauce. It's different from any other place. It's served with broccoli, water chestnut, mushrooms, and carrots. Not your usual onions and beef. And it's spicy and sweet.
Okay, the sweet and spicy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also have homemade pot stickers. Everything we make here is from scratch. And another popular one that we have is the governor's chicken and the orange beef.
What's the governor's chicken?
Governor's chicken, a lot of places, it's similar to the General Tso's chicken. It's lightly battered, and then it's also, again, we got that spicy and sweet, but it's more spicy. And it's served with the green peppers, carrots, and bamboo shoots.
So now, where do you get your recipes? Are these things that have been handed down?
They have been with my parents for years and years, so it's a lot of, I don't even have the recipe to the sauces. So.
That's not your department.
No, it's not, no.
You're more into the business part,
correct.
Right? So this is probably some family recipes that have been handed down from generation to generation. Right, that's great. So what do you think, other than the fact that some of the sauces are different and the dishes are different, what sets you apart from other restaurants like yours?
We cook everything made to order. We don't pre-cook anything. So if a customer doesn't want broccoli, we can leave it out. If they don't want it spicy, we can actually leave it out. They want it extra hot, we can do that too. So whatever the customer wants, we try and do our best to take care of them.
I know one of the things that some people have a problem with is monosodium glutamate, and so that sometimes I suppose you get the request and leave that out.
And we always tell them, like the Mongolian, unfortunately there's a little bit in the whole batch, and a lot of our customers, if they're just slightly allergic, are able to still enjoy that, but for some who can't, then we usually suggest a different dish, and they're usually happy with it. We don't add any more, it's just a little bit in the main sauce, and that's it.
And sometimes if you're allergic, that's all it takes.
Correct, yeah.
But in other cases, it's just that people feel like it's not good for them, so they
Correct.
don't eat
it's what it is. It's really just a meat tenderizer, and it's just
it's salt, isn't it? It's primarily salt.
Mainly salt, yes.
Right. So it's kind of nice to know that you can get like pretty much of a custom dish. You don't like the vegetables that are usually there. You can have more spicy, less spicy.
Definitely. We have a regular that comes in and he orders the Kung Pao beef, but he gets it with no water chestnut, but with broccoli and mushrooms instead and extra peanuts. So we'll work with our customers. Whatever they want, we try and make them happy.
Great. So now everything is made fresh. So explain how things work in your kitchen then.
Well, we don't do anything until someone places an order, and then it gets passed into the kitchen. The chef will prep everything as the customer orders it. and then they cook it right away. Unless, you know, if a guest says that they want it later on, we don't cook it until just right before they pick it up, so it's hot and fresh.
So what about things like, you know, chopping up onions and things like that? You do that?
That's first thing in the morning when we get here. We do a lot of prep work. We're here at usually around 7:15 in the morning to do all that prep work. We had to season the fried rice and get it all ready for the day.
So there's a lot of things you can do ahead of time, but the actual cooking and putting it together.
We cut all the vegetables up ready and slice all the meat, marinate those overnight, and that's done ahead of time. But actual cooking we don't do until it's ordered.
And how many people do you have working in your kitchen?
In the whole entire restaurant, which is mainly the kitchen, usually it's about 4 or 5 only.
Okay. So you and your mom and dad, and then a couple others.
2 cooks, yes.
And do the cooks have, in the kitchen, do they have specific duties, or does everybody kind of do everything?
Normally they do, but when it gets busy, we are all over the place, and that's what one of the main reasons I love working here is because if we're short up front, someone will jump up and help you. If they're, you know, if someone's busy in the kitchen, everyone just jumps around to different stations and just go where the work is.
So even though you don't know the recipe for the sauce, you may be called on to cook once in a while, right?
They try to keep me out of the kitchen. The joke is they want their customers to come back. So I'm limited to packing the orders and running the front.
All right.
That's about it.
Well, good. Well, I think I certainly know a lot more about Peking Express than when I came in the door. Do you have anything you'd like to add that we haven't already talked about?
No, we're just thankful to be here, and like I said, all the people who live here and work here have just been really loyal to us, and we're grateful for that.
Well, good. Now, even though you've been here 10 years, maybe now we have some viewers who have you know, they're kind of around the corner. I don't see them when I go down Devon. You know, maybe now they'll come and find you.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Because you're actually on the Tawny side of the shopping center.
So we still get that every once in a while. We'll have someone come in. We've been here for 20 years. We never knew you were here.
Right.
Yeah, we've been here for a while.
All of our viewers now know you're here, so hopefully they'll come to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cam, so much for being on Strictly Business.
Thank you for having us.